The finale of our marriage. Whose fault was it? Part 1 down in comments. I was putting some of my wife's clothes away yesterday in one of her dresser drawers and found a whole bunch of drawings. My wife is an artist. By the way, these drawings were cartoons of her and this guy together. Or little gestures to him. Or what have you. They are super detailed, intricate, full-color drawings and cards. Some of them include her and he together doing silly things like wearing bear suits, or she and he on the phone together or texting. And a couple birthday cards. Nothing physical, but 1 or 2, out of 15 or more, were somewhat romantic, the in another life we could be together sort of thing. Finding 15 or 20 pieces of artwork that your wife made for another man kind of made me sick. These things must have taken a couple of hours each to make. What do I do? Do I confront her about these things and tell her to get rid of them immediately? Or would the better option be to wait for the relationship dust to settle and bring up that I found those pictures and it disturbs me? She obviously spent a whole lot of time on these, and they are actually pretty cool. If they weren't for some other dude. She has been on the phone way less than normal since she has been back, and I have not seen any new email from the guy. For an update, it appears my wife has gotten a secondary secret email account and has changed her phone password. I hadn't been checking her phone or anything, but the other night we were out. I was at the ATM getting cash. While I had my back turned, she whipped out her phone, looked at it, typed something, then put it back very quickly before I was done. I saw in the mirror. At dinner I situated us where her back was to the bathroom. I excused myself and went to the bathroom, then came back quietly to see that she was using email. I noted the name on the email. It was the OM. Her primary email address has no such email. I'm assuming she got a new email account, then deleted all traces of getting it from her present email. She has been very careful about using email on her phone only when I am not in the room or gone. She no longer uses her laptop at all for email, just her phone. She has gone so far as to turn off Wi-Fi when she checks her email from the phone. Pretty much, just gone deep undercover. All for some married dude who is twice her age. I haven't confronted her about anything yet. I am waiting for a good time to seize assets, close the bank account, turn off phone and insurance. For now, she thinks we are in recovery doing fine, but we are not. I'm working on a scheme to retrieve his cell number via social engineering, and with that I should be able to gain all the knowledge I need to ruin his marriage too. Right now, I am trying to figure out how I can grab the data from her iPhone without knowing the access. Not sure how, since she sleeps with her head on the phone and brings the laptop to work with her every day. It's funny, she has been bringing the laptop to work for the last week or two, but looking at the laptop, she has not used it at all. It's like she is just keeping it from me. I feel for her kid, who I really think is my own kid by this point. He is an awesome kid who just started K today. She is working non-stop and I am basically taking care of him during the week. I've been taking this crap for too long though. A second D-Day is coming up I am thinking. I totally do not look forward to it. I just have to be strong, do not cry, do not show emotion. I need to say, I'm sorry, but I cannot live like this. I love you, but you need to either A, end it, or B, leave in order for me to feel like a whole person again. I really just think she is using me until she has enough money saved up that she will move out easily. I am not going to wait until that day. She is going to have to sleep on a couch or two and beg for help from friends, since her parents are on my side. I will figure out a game plan and execute it today or tomorrow. Do you think I should contact other man, tell him in a polite but stern manner to stay the duck away from my wife? This is a 50-year-old man we are talking about. My wife is in her 20s. He should know better. I'll try to make it clear that I am not spying on her emails anymore, but I know just by actions that they are still in contact. He needs to not call her, not email her, not do anything. If he does not reply and contacts her, tells her I emailed, etc., I will get a private investigator and find his wife and tell her vividly in all gory details of hard evidence. I truly think my wife needs professional help, badly. Or should I skip talking to him and just go straight for a pie? Not sure how I'm going to get one with our finances so wrapped up together. By the way, I finally found a pic of the guy. He is not attractive, fat, and has a freaking wayward eye. I mean, what a kick in the nuts for me. She sends pictures of herself and fantasizes about an old, ugly, out-of-shape man when she has a virile, attractive man who loves her at home. This is really tearing me up. I feel like flying to visit this guy and shoving my foot up his ex. But it almost seems like it's not his fault. She is chasing and chasing and chasing. I'm getting my finances in order, and once that is done, I am going to yank the carpet from under her. I have all the evidence I need that she is sneaking around behind my back still. A couple more weeks of this, and then her world will become very difficult. Right now, she is working a lot of hours. I am taking the kid to school in the morning and picking him up. However, she is making a lot of money and I need it. We got short while I was the sole breadwinner for the last 5 months and need to catch up on my mortgage. The house is in my name only, and I purchased it before we were married, within a couple of weeks or so. My finances will be stable and I will have another confrontation. No emotion. I will state to her very clearly that she needs to stop contact, or find another babysitter. A place to live. And man to piece of junk. I have already set up a bank account in my name and have already purchased new door locks. I am prepared to cancel her car insurance, health insurance, phone, and empty our bank account into my bank account. Her car is in my name only. I have a spare key and will take it away. She will be royally and absolutely screwed. Her parents are on my side and will not allow her to stay with them. The kid's father is out of town for another 5 months also. So there is nobody to drive him around either. Have fun with that. I'm just smiling and pretending I don't know anything is going on while the money rolls in. Sure, she could be doing the same. However, I know she would wait until her job is through to do anything since I'm her free babysitter. I won't wait that long. All I need is another couple of weeks. Here is an interesting twist that has been thrown into the mix. I just got a job offer that is about 200 miles away from where I am living now. I had this offer once before but declined because of being married and the difficulty in moving the entire family. The job offer now includes $10,000 in relocation and a salary bump of 38% from my current salary. Wow, am I ever confused now? 10 grand would go a long way to giving me absolute financial freedom. Not to mention that much more money. However, moving would take away any chance of reconciliation. I'm not going to tell her about the job offer as of yet. I have a lump in my throat. This is all really starting to become very real instead of some surreal dream that I have been living. It's scary. She is more addicted to this relationship than most people. She emails first thing in the morning and right before going to sleep. For example, they have exchanged 32 emails today already, and it's only 11:30. I'm seeing that she has a serious personality disorder. We were sitting on the couch and I was looking at my phone checking some work emails, and she actually had the nerve to act jealous and ask what I was doing on my phone. This situation is so messed up. She also lied to her best friend about it. She went to her and told her that she was talking to someone and I found out about it. A friend got pissed at her and said things like, "I'm really disappointed in you, and you really shouldn't be married if this is how you want to act, and the thought of you cheating makes me sick." So she sort of backtracked, saying, "Oh well, I was just talking. He's just a friend, and my H spied on me and got jealous and took it the wrong way. It's nothing romantic or anything." She actually said it's not like I sent him naked pictures or anything. Wow, just wow. It appears, from her text messages, that she has only told her best friend and one other person, both of whom she has lied to about the severity of it. I wish I could stop watching her email. It's making me sick. She is at work and is taking lunch. She asks him to call her at lunch and he says, "I'm getting hard thinking about it." So she is going to take lunch and have FaceTime, I guess. But she tells me she is super busy at work and can't talk to me. She is super busy because she is emailing this guy so much. I need to just stop looking. It's doing nothing but making my stomach churn. I also did something, maybe not the smartest thing, but it felt great. As you know, my wife talks with the guy via Skype almost every damn day. Anyway, with monitoring I heard he was going to call her at a specific time. So, I put Skype on my phone, logged on as her and changed her password. When he called, I answered and told him not to call my goddamn wife anymore. She is at work when all of this went down, like 10 minutes ago. The only communication I have seen is from her telling him that her Skype is broken or something. He has not responded. Should I take this opportunity to change the locks, or just see what plays out? I have until next week to decide if I'm taking this job or not. I have even negotiated another 10% in salary. I've talked to an attorney. I am in a no-fault state and have been married not long enough for her to get anything at all. I really do love her, that's the problem. But she is in a warped state of mind lately. It's so weird, because things have been amazing between us otherwise. It almost seems like our relationship rekindled a lot, but I don't know if that is just her feeling guilty, or just playing me till she has a chance to get out. I think it's the latter. But I don't see her as a conniver. She has never been married and is definitely not stashing money. Her parents know and I've told her best friend. I think she is so far gone that she doesn't care. I haven't confronted her on the second offense. To be honest, I think the confrontation will just be me leaving. Obviously if I confront, she will just tell me something stupid and continue doing what she is doing. I'm over feeling this way. "Oh, I love and miss you," to me, and then she says she misses the other guy at the same time. She is just turned on by the fact she has 2 guys. I treat her great, and she has a fantasy guy who does her bidding. I think when she gets home tonight, she will get a wake-up call when she comes home to the locks being changed. I dropped the kid off at her parents earlier today. Quick update. I have accepted the job offer, and have gone and done the med test. I have some more papers to fill out. The wife does not know yet. The has not contacted her since the Skype incident. She has, however, sent a number of emails to him. At first the emails were like, "Sorry I missed you on Skype," and some small talk and "I miss you" emails. After a couple of days, they turned angry, like "What the hell? And where are you?" And the last one was, "I'm not sure what you are trying to pull here." He still hasn't sent her anything. Crazy. I'm giving my 2 weeks to work in a couple of days, then breaking the news to wife. Sorry, I have accepted a job in another city. I have not bothered to tell you since you have been so involved in a relationship with another man. I love you, but I am leaving. We will see what she does from there. They do not have each other's phone numbers, only email addresses. I did not threaten him or do anything of that sort. I said, almost verbatim, stop talking to my wife starting now. No Skype, no email, no mail, no presents, no nothing. I know you are married, you should know better. I am not some anonymous fantasy person. I am her husband. Have integrity, don't mess with my family. Vanish now, forever. I'm pretty sure I repeated the do not Skype, do not email, do not mail her at work and you should know better bit a couple of times. I didn't allow him to say anything, and hung up. I know he is a super paranoid, private person. It took him weeks of her asking for him to give her his work address, for a gift. It was a temporary workplace for him and he is no longer there. I'm thinking that he about craps himself when I answered his call. A month later, I've moved into a new place and started a new job. My wife is still living in the old city in my house down there. When I moved out, I told her I was tired of the bull crap she put me through, and that this is an opportunity for me. And if she wanted to be part of it, for us, I had to stand up and do what is right for me, whether she is included or not. I would be glad to have her, but not her and her mental baggage. It's sort of weird right now, with her down there and me up here. I haven't seen her in a week and a half, since I took the job and moved myself out. She says she wants to be with me, and do whatever it takes for things to work out, including moving up here to be with me. Right now, it's not feasible, because of the gig she is working on, and the kids' school. Once school is over, she wants to move up here. I have laid out my conditions, if she wants to be with me. No more phone passwords at all, complete transparency. Phone, CC bills, Facebook, email, etc. She has agreed to that and has begun individual counseling. I can tell she is very remorseful that this happened, and that she hurt me the way she did. Of course, she said she would never have physically had an affair, but is glad that I intervened before that even became a possibility. At first, she was very angry with me for reading her stuff, but now she says she is glad I did. Anyway, she is coming up to see me this weekend. Well, it turns out my wife is a complete W. I found out she opened yet another email account to communicate with the long-distance guy. They have been sharing I love you, and talking just as frequently as ever. It was all a charade, and the I love yous are all new. She came up to visit me last weekend, and I checked her phone just before she left and found the account. I did not want to confront her where I might say some things I would regret. I did, however, get the password. I have to say, this is where it gets funny, and somewhat pathetic. She has been talking to another guy from her job locally, and I know she has slept over at his house once this last week. She said she was staying over at a girlfriend's house to me. I asked the girlfriend, and she said, no she didn't. I have since investigated the phone records and she has been texting this other guy every day. 50 or more texts a day. For about 2 weeks. Many of the texts are after midnight, as late as 3 and 4 a.m. I haven't read any of them. So, she has me who she says she is dedicated to. Some guy 2,000 miles away who she tells she loves. And a guy back in the city I used to live in, who she apparently is sleeping with, or at least in some weird relationship with. Wow, what a sad hunk of crap she is. I do not want to be with her anymore. I have given her enough chances. I've been talking to a lawyer to see what my options are. He says he can have the petition for divorce served by Monday or Tuesday. I'm going down tomorrow after work to change the locks to my house that she has been staying at. I will be gathering up as many of her things as I can and will deliver them to her parents. Who will I tell everything? Basically, your daughter is a crazy WH0 who should not be married, and that I do not want to be involved with anymore. I know she is just stringing me along. Here is where it gets interesting. I have a question. I joined a cycling club up here shortly after moving. There is a super attractive woman in the club that I have talked to a few times, only casually. The club went on a ride last night, and we all hung out for coffee. Everyone else took off. Her and I hung out and continued to chat. She asked if I wanted to get together this weekend for a drink, and I said okay. I was very honest about my situation, and told her I was married. I haven't worn my wedding ring for a week, but getting a divorce very soon. She didn't bat an eye, and still wants to get together this weekend. Is it a bad idea for me to go out with this woman? She is super extremely hot Eastern Euro woman, 33-year-old, and we have a ton in common. She, I kid you not, looks like a retired model and is approximately 10 times hotter than my wife. Has no kids, and I have so much more in common with her. I'm in a no-fault state, so I don't think this could be held against me in divorce. Opinions. Should I wait? I'm not going to start a new relationship. The cyclist girl knows it. It just seems like she sincerely likes me and wants to spend time together. We will see. Nothing is going to happen until either A, everything is final, or B, legally separated. I may hurry and legally separate, so I can go on with my life while the divorce goes through. I have to talk to my lawyer about it. Right now, the wife thinks everything is peaky. It's not. It's a nice feeling, after so long, to have a very attractive woman. Yes. A woman be interested. When I say attractive, this woman looks like she just stepped out of a fitness magazine but has Euro model features. If she just wanted to get laid, she could get laid in a nanosecond. My wife is still a little girl who thinks it's her way or the highway. Wrong. I've done everything I can. She is nothing but lying filth. She will get nothing from me. By the way, I think she is over at the local dude's house tonight. She said she is going to a girlfriend's house. I checked her call, text logs, and the only person she has talked to other than me is that guy. I know where he lives and am having a friend go over and take a picture of her car there in a few hours. Take that. She will find out soon enough what she lost. I am a great catch, a catch that she chose to throw overboard. After she goes through man after man, realizing that few men want a divorced woman with child, she will call me. I won't answer the phone. About a month later, I have just been living my life. My divorce is in the works. My STBX is now living with her parents and I have rented my first house out. Her parents know everything. Her friends know everything, since I told them all. And she really has nowhere else to go. Basically, I screwed her, because I waited for her gig to be over. Then told her that I no longer wish to be married to her. She has no idea of how to save money or pay bills or take care of herself. Too bad for her. She is getting almost nothing in the D. We just split the cash we had down the middle and I have since moved my money into another account. Most of her friends have lost respect for her, because there is no way she could gaslight me with the insurmountable evidence I have. I won't get into details, but let's just say it wasn't very pretty at first. She tried everything in the book to make me feel terribly, like I was invading her privacy. Like I was the piece of crap, etc. Unfortunately for her, I have verifiable proof that she is a cheater, like a picture of her car at a guy's house early in the morning, naked photos of herself, emails of her pronouncing her love for another man. She eventually broke down and became remorseful, mostly after all of her friends and family told her she is a complete fool. She has signed the papers and is agreeing to an amicable divorce. To be very honest, I do not miss the roller coaster of emotions. I don't miss her telling me how much she loves me and can't live without me, only to know she is saying the same thing to another guy, and possibly spreading her legs for another man. She is a person that will skate along from guy to guy until she realizes her looks have dried up, and so have the men. Her son will lose respect for her, and be confused. I feel bad for them all. She will realize that life is more than about her, and what she wants and thinks. As for me, I am great. I am good friends with that Ukrainian chick. Well, more than friends. We get along great, hang out all the time, and really enjoy each other's company. She knows what I am going through, and is patiently waiting out the D. I wouldn't say that her and I are dating at this point, even though we have talked about it. I think it's best that we are not intimate, or even publicly affectionate until this is all over. In case my wife has something up her sleeves, I have also been having my new job pay me my old salary right now until we get the D settled, which should be by February. Once the D is finalized, I'm going to get a retro check for about $15,000. Hawaii and new motorcycle are in my not-so-distant future. Life is good. I mean, she had it great, and threw it all away for some petty ego boost. She is in love with some married guy 2,000 miles away, and apparently sleeping with a guy local to her that has a girlfriend. I'm only guessing she is sleeping with him, but all signs point to yes. She called and messaged me the last night, late, after drinking, like 3 a.m., saying she missed me. I didn't answer, of course. I still have access to everything and saw that she had emailed long-distance guy, who didn't respond, then texted local guy who didn't respond first, then me. I would feel sorry for her, if I wasn't so disgusted. She really needs therapy. I found out my STBX traveled to visit the guy she has been having an EA with for the last 9 months. I guess I shouldn't care, because I saw it coming, and we are in the middle of splitting up. But it still hurts. Major update. About 6 weeks later, she is living with her parents and I am renting the old house. The 2 other men don't know about each other, but she has been telling each of them how they are special, etc., and at least telling one of them how much she loves him. Well, I did a lot of investigating and found the long-distance guy's wife. Actually, it turns out she was lying about that. He isn't married, but has a live-in girlfriend. Very sad. She has a debilitating disease and is not doing so great. I let her know that her husband was a scumbag with copies of emails and proof with details about them meeting up for dinner several times when he was out of town, along with some not-so-subtle dirty emails. I feel for her, but she needs something better in her life. The other guy local to her has a long-term girlfriend. I let her know also. I sent her photos of him naked accompanying naughty emails. Did this through Facebook from her account. Basically, with a "your boyfriend has been cheating on you with me, here is the proof." I didn't have to investigate that. I've met both him and his GF a long time ago. I just waited a while before I could gather lots and lots of evidence via email. I also emailed the emails from OM1 to OM2 and vice versa, so they know about each other, with all the juicy details. Oh, revenge, you are delicious. I used an untraceable computer and email account far out of town. I'm thinking, I deserve a high five on this masterful piece of social justice. Days later, nothing much going on yet. I'm kind of surprised. Her email conversations with LD guy have basically continued without a hitch. Maybe he just doesn't care and his GF doesn't care, or he hasn't said anything yet via email because he may think someone is watching. The local guy doesn't appear to be responding to her texts. He is probably pretty bummed out since he just spent a bunch of money on her for Christmas. Idiot. There is no way in hell they can prove I did anything. I've never revealed any sources of my info to my STBX. In all honesty, I don't think it will affect my STBX very much. What she truly needs is therapy. I do, actually, wish the best for her and would like her to have help. I've mentioned it to her, but it gets shut down with negativity. I want her to have help, not really for her, but for her son. He doesn't deserve to live the life she wants to provide. I wish I were his biological father so that I could take him away and provide for him like he deserves. Her parents are not happy with the situation, but she is their little girl. They think she is stupid but will stand by her no matter what. It's just how it is. At this point, I don't care. I did the right thing and whatever happens now is beyond my control. If she moves and marries the guy from out of town, I could care less. Good luck with that. She is a cheater. That's what she does. She is selfish and self-centered with a deep fear of growing older. The more people telling her how great she is, the better. This includes men. A weird thing happened. She called me last night. I didn't answer. She left a message saying that her son missed me and would like to see me, and if they could come up this weekend. She also said she was very sorry for all of the pain she caused me. Really, I have not responded and am not really sure how to respond. On one hand, yes, I miss her son, since he was like my own son. On the other hand, I'm thinking she is using the son as a ploy to try and get me back. I'm kind of confused by this, and really did not expect it at all. I don't want to get back into the circle of spying, since it doesn't really do me any good at this point. But I am tempted. I'm also tempted to just not call her back at all and let the D go through and wash my hands of it all. Don't get me wrong, I have no intentions of getting back with her. It's over. I will never trust her again. I just find it very odd. Now, of all times, for her to apologize and try to make me feel better. Maybe it has finally dawned on her that she is and always will be a skank. I think she still has some fantasy of coming back to me and everything being like it was. I can't go back to taking care of a woman and her child when she cannot be faithful to me. Even if she ends these current relationships with other men, she will just get bored one day and find someone else to cheat with. Sure, my mind still glosses over how she treated me for so long sometimes, and I think about the good times. She is not who I thought she was. I loved her with my heart and soul. She took that love and abandoned it. I spoke with her over the weekend. I told her that maybe one day I can see her son again, but now is not the time. I told her that she chose a relationship drug over the man who really took care of her and took advantage of me for the years we were married. She seemed very remorseful and said that she needs help in figuring out what is wrong with her, and that I was the best thing in her life. I agreed with her on that point. I was the best thing in her life, and she threw away a good family life for something pointless and stupid. I, in so many words, called her weak. She doesn't have the intestinal fortitude to go through the ups and downs of a relationship without crumbling and looking for an outside high to numb herself from the daily struggles. She said that she had already made an appointment to see a counselor and asked me to go with her. I declined, told her it was too late, and that when I tried to get her to go to counseling, she lied to him and me. Nothing was mentioned about contact with the other guys, or if they told her about getting emails or any of that. I haven't been monitoring, as I think that is pointless now that this relationship is over. She really sounded sad and pathetic, a shell of what was once my wife. It makes me sad for her and her son, and I hope counseling will help her figure things out. I think some realization has dawned on her finally, and now she has no shoulder to cry on. My comment: the partner was out of control, and OP took some time and figured out the situation and took control. That's what I've been preaching about. You can't control anyone. You can only control yourself. Remember that.